I think I can read it. Violin Adventures number 100. Oh, wow. Hey, you guys. This says Violin Adventures number 100. I was running around in here, and I was gonna hide in this desk, but I found a secret. This is Violin Adventures number 100. Yeah, I know. I better get out of here. I'll get in trouble. See you later. Bye.
Welcome to Violin Adventures number 100.
Welcome to Violin Adventures number 100. Hey everyone, I got a secret. Well, my boss came and brought me to the shop because she said that she wanted a special visitor for her 100 episode. So that's why I'm here. But I'm going to try to hide out and see if I can stay here so she can't find me. Then I can show up on the videos too, because I'm a violinist now, because I have a violin. So, I think that I'm gonna try to hide. And since I'm the same size as a violin, maybe I can hide in a cello or a harp, like right here. I could get inside this harp. And she'll never find me. Okay? Don't tell anyone. Bye. Oh, my violin is stuck. Ooh. I never let go of my violin because I don't want anyone to take it from me because I want to be a violinist. Okay, now I'm going to go hide. Oh, my head is too big. I can't get in the harp. I gotta go hide somewhere else. Okay? Oh, I know. I'll go get in a cello.
Hi everyone, it's the middle of the week and I know we're all looking forward to our 100th episode. Well, thinking about it, I thought we really need some visitors to come by and say hi. And so I found a visitor. He's going to be my assistant this episode. And, well, let me introduce you to.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Freddy. And I'm a violinist because, you know, I got a violin. Now, don't tell anybody that I was sneaking around and looking in all the drawers and trying to find hiding places because I don't want Miss Cheryl to take me away. I want to stay here. So my name is Freddy, and I'm gonna try to run the episode this time. Okay? Okay, I'm all done talking.
Okay, well, if you guys don't mind, I'll let him run it so I can get the questions and answers ready. Okay, see you later.
Hey, what's this? Hey, she told me to turn it on and to put the questions in so the people could watch the question and answer thing. but I don't know where to put it. Okay, guys, you can watch the question and answer video, okay? And I'll be right back.
Okay, question and answer time. Okay, do you have a favorite aspect of building a violin? For example, carving the scroll, purfling, carving the plate, varnishing, etc. I enjoy making the violin, all aspects of it, getting the wood down and being able to make sure the plates are lively and responsive. Probably the most enjoyable, but every part of it I do enjoy carving the scroll. Okay, next question. Explain the function of the bass bar and the sound post. Okay, so one thing you need to understand is the back and the top the back is going up and down, the top is kind of fluctuating like this. And this area in here, this is why we have the sound holes cut the way they're cut to give it flexibility so that this top can it's going up and down and sideways, it's going in all directions. And the sound post is sitting right under here, just behind the bridge. And the sound post is transferring all these vibrations from the back plate to the top plate back and forth, and it's jumping up and down too. So without your sound post, you really don't have a violin. Okay, let me show you. There's a maker in Israel, his name is Ammon Weinstein, and he gave me a poster. Okay, here's the poster that Ammon Weinstein gave me. And you can see what he did here is put the heart right under the bridge. And this is the work of the sound post. So the sound post is jumping up and down from the back plate, which is moving up and down. And the sound post then is transferring all of that vibration to the top. So he calls the sound post the heart of the instrument. And that's a nice visual just to kind of understand what the sound post is doing. It's the most important part of the violin. If you don't have a sound post, it's just like if you don't have a heart. There's no expression and life in the instrument. We were talking about the sound post, and then the bass bar. The bass bar is doing a couple of things. For one, this is sitting right under the foot, the other side of the foot of the bridge. And it's where you get your big, deep, strong lower notes. So the notes on the G and the D string are strengthened by this bass bar. And if you don't have a good bass bar, then those notes are going to be weak. Also, it helps support the top because there's so much weight pushing down. That helps keep the top, keep its shape. All of the parts of the violin are vibrating. So you can see it clearly on this violin because we're replacing the two blocks. Every part of your violin is vibrating, and if you notice, if you've got a good instrument, the scroll is even vibrating. Those vibrations are being thrust throughout the whole instrument, vibrating back and forth and up your scroll and back down again. Every part of the violin is important, and that's why a handmade instrument is going to be much better than, and sound much better and respond much better than a manufactured instrument, because all the parts need to work together. Okay, here's a good one. Can you show us how you shape the ends of your bass bar? Does it feather out into the plate or angle down steeply? And I think it's a combination of both. So if you can see on the side view here, I cut it down at a slight slant and then feather it out. And over here, you can see how I let that just cut right down and then feather it out. Okay, another question here about the pegs. How do you make a peg hole so that the peg won't slip, and how do you prevent the hole being so tight that you can't turn the peg? So this has to do with, first of all, understanding that the pegs are held in with friction, right? And they have a slight taper on them so that as you push in, the taper gets thicker or wider. So if you don't want your peg to slip, first of all, it needs to be a proper fit. So the peg needs to be perfectly round so that it will fit into the hole nicely. If it's not round, if it's kind of oblong, it's gonna slip and not have a good grip. So first off, we make sure the pegs are really round. Second, we press them in. If they're slipping, just push them in more. Sometimes you might need a little peg compound. Peg compound will give a little bit of grip in there. And how do you prevent holes from being so tight that you can't turn the peg? Now that happens when the change in temperature or humidity happens and your violin is sitting there and all of a sudden you can't turn it. Well, first off, if you can't turn it, be real careful. You don't want to break the peg. So here's your peg, and say it's into the scroll and you can't turn it, it's stuck. Well, you can tap it on this end with a little tap of a small hammer. You can just tap it and hopefully that will loosen it up so you can pull it out. And then I would put some extra peg compound on there just to keep it smooth, and you won't have to push it in so far. Okay, so another question is, when you tap on the wood, are you looking for a tone, note like A or G or any other in particular, or what is it? When I'm tapping on the wood, I'm continually tapping on it throughout the carving process. And I'm just listening to make sure that the wood is still vibrating and that it's responsive. Sometimes the wood will sound dead or dull, and that can probably be corrected by taking more wood off or finding what is hampering the wood. So I'm always listening to it just to hear that it is responsive mostly and has a clear tone. Okay, so a few of you wanted to know, how did I become a violin maker and how did that work? Well, I give God all the praise and glory because it was something I never dreamed could happen, and God worked the whole thing out. A long, long time ago, we were living near Sacramento, California, and I was bringing my repairs to Albert Mohler's shop in Sacramento. And I also had some little violin students, and I would bring their repairs in too. So one day, Mr. Mohler said, you know, I'm going to be closing down the shop and I'm going to retire. Well, I always enjoyed going to his shop because it was like stepping back in time. All the hand tools all over, lined up along the walls, and all the antiques and all the old machines. It was just a wonderful place to come. I think this is getting too noisy, too many cars, so I'm going to go to a quieter location. My heart just sunk because I thought, this is such a beautiful shop, and so I need to preserve this, all the things that I learned, and the idea of making a violin, preserve it for my students so I can show them and keep the legacy going of how a violin is made. So I asked him if I could take pictures, and I made up a little pamphlet on how the violin is made from my little knowledge that he had showed me from coming in, just out of interest. And I brought it back and showed it to him, and he handed me a book on violin making, and so I thought, okay, I'll read that. That'll give me a good background to explain to my students. And I brought it back, and when I brought the book back, he said, would you like to make a violin? And he handed me the mold or the form that you start with to make a violin. Well, I was in complete shock. I did not realize or even dream that I could make a violin. So we scheduled a time to come back and we would start working on making a violin. Well, I quickly realized this is what I want to do. And I quit teaching, I quit everything, and I started an apprenticeship. We did an apprenticeship for 6 years, and we worked on violin making and all repairs and anything you can think of, we worked on it. And I really look back and value that time that I had with Albert Muller. I was his last apprentice, and he had all those years of experience. I believe he was in his 80s, and he was able to share with me so much. So it's been almost 23 years.
Here it is, Sassy in here. Ooh. I'm getting stuck. Whoa. Oh. Yeah.
Freddy, where are you? Are you in here?
Yeah, I'm right here. I was getting stuck on the wood in here.
Freddy, I don't want you to play in here.
What? Yeah, I'm trying to work. I want to make a violin.
Freddy, where are you?
What, Mom? I'm down here. I'm trying to run the machine because I want to make a violin.
Freddy, I have to teach you
But
first.
you don't want me to run around in here?
No, Freddy.
Okay. Oh, ow. Hey guys, don't tell her that I'm in here. I'm gonna look around. I got it. Oh. I got a big tool. I'm gonna drop it. Oh, it's too heavy. Oh no. Now she's gonna be mad at me. Hi everybody, I'm up here in the tree and I can see really high. Well, I came out here to talk to you a little bit because my boss said that I'm being too silly, and she said that I better stop messing around. So, I guess what I want to say is that I like to hide and goof around and play on the machines and break stuff, you know? But my boss said that I can't do that. So maybe I should be practicing my violin instead. I don't know. Hi guys, I'm hiding out here next to this horn thing because I got in trouble for messing around with stuff. And my boss said if I don't stop messing around that she's gonna fire me. And but she said that if I'm good, then she'll adopt me and she'll be my mom. So I want to be good so I don't get in trouble. So I'm down here hiding out. I really got to think about it.
Hi.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Hey, Dad. I got a violin.
Yeah,
See?
you sure do.
I'm a violinist.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, cause my boss gave me a violin.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have something wonderful like that.
Hey, Dad, I'm just like you now.
Okay, well, I'm sure glad you want to be like me.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you do have to do some work to get the violin to sound nice.
Huh? Work?
Yeah, you got to learn your notes. You got to learn how to play the right notes. And you have to use this bow all the time. The bow?
Yeah, to make sure that you play the right strings and not 2 or 3 at a time.
Oh.
So I'm glad you're excited, and hopefully you'll be able to practice at least a half hour a day, if not an hour.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think so, because, you know, being a young person like you are, it's the right time to start your playing your violin, because the research we have shows that young people who learn to play the violin are a lot smarter than other children that don't know how to play violins.
Yeah, because my boss said I don't have any brains. He said I'm not smart.
Oh, well, you're going to be smart if you practice the violin.
Yeah,
because
I gotta practice.
It stimulates all your brain cells and makes them work really, really good.
Oh.
And I think you want to be a really smart young man when you get bigger.
Yeah, I want to be big like you.
And you got a wonderful teacher here, Cheryl. She knows how to teach you all the things you need to learn.
Yeah.
So that's really good. I'm sure glad to meet you, young man.
Yeah, me too.
And, yeah.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Hi, guys. You know something? I'm just the same size as a violin. You want to see? Look at me. I'm just the same size as this violin. I'm 14 inches tall. I'm having fun running around in the violin shop.
This psalm goes right along with our 100th episode, so if you know where it is found, leave it in the comments below. Well, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching and for all your wonderful comments and thumbs up. And next week, we hope to get back to our normal episodes, 101, continuing on. Well, until next time, God bless you. Bye.